I want to read to you from Zora Neale Hurston's Mules Men. I knows it. Now, this is a bunch of men talking here, so Southern dialect here. This is what we have in America, American Southern dialect. And I'm going to do my best because I was born up north. I was not born down south. So bear with me, will you? All right now. I knows a man that used to go fishing every Sunday. His wife begged him not to do it, and his pastor strained with him for years, but it didn't do no good. He just would go catch him a fish every Sabbath. One Sunday, he went, and just as soon as he got to the water, he seen a great big old catfish up under some water lilies, picking his teeth with his fins. So the man baited his pole and dropped the hook right down in front of the big fish. That cat grabbed the hook and took out for deep water. The man held on, and pretty soon that fish pulled him in. He couldn't get out. Some folks on the way to church seen him and run down to the water, but he was in too deep. So he went down the first time, and when he come up, he hollered, "Tell my wife." By that time, the fish pulled him under again. When he come up, he hollered, "Tell my wife," and went down again. When he come up the third time, he said, "Tell my wife to fear God and catfish," and went down for the last time, and he never come up no more. Ah, you believe that old lie? John Willard growled. I don't. Well, I do. Nobody ain't going to get me to fishing on Sunday, said Big Sweet fervently. How come nothing don't happen to all these white folks that go fishing on Sunday? Niggas got all the signs and white folks got all the money, retorted Joe Willard. Another one, here we go. One time when I was living in Plateau, Alabama, that's right, on the Alabama River, I put out some fish lines one night and went on home. During the night, the river fell and that left the hooks up out the water. And when I went there next morning, a catfish had done jumped up after the bait till he was washed down in sweat. Jim Presley said, I know you telling the truth, Joe, because I saw a coach whip after a race runner one day, and the race runner was running so fast to get away from that coach whip that his tail got so hot it set the world on fire. And that coach whip was running so hard to catch him till he put the fire out with his sweat. Jim Allen said, Y'all sure must not belong to no church the way y'all tell lies. Y'all don't quit telling them. Y'all don't go on a mold in them. But y'all want to know how come snakes got poison in their mouth and nothing else ain't got it? Yeah, tell it, Jim, urged Arthur Hopkins. Old man Allen turned angrily upon Arthur. Don't you be calling me by my first name. I'm old enough for your grandpa. You respect my gray hairs. I don't play with the chillin'. Play with a puppy and he'll lick your mouth. I don't mean no harm. That's all right, Arthur. I ain't mad. I just don't play with chillin'. Hmm. So you play with Cliff and Sam and Eugene. They's your equal. I was a man when your daddy was born. Well, anyhow, Mr. Jim, please tell us how come the snakes got poisoned. Well, when God made the snake, he put him in the bushes to ornament the ground. But things didn't suit the snake. So one day he got on the ladder and went up to see God. Good morning, God. How do you do, snake? I ain't so many, God. You put me down there on my belly in the dust, and everything tries upon me and kills off my generations. I ain't got no kind of protection at all. God looked off towards immensity and thought about the subject for a while. Then he said, I didn't mean for nothing to be stomping you snakes like that. You gotta have some kind of protection. Here, take this poison and put it in your mouth. And when they stomps on you, protect yourself. So the snake took the poison in his mouth and went on back. So after a while, all the other varmints went up to God. Good evening, God. How you making it, varmints? God, please do something about the snake. He laying in the bushes there with poison in his mouth, and he's striking everything that shakes the bush. He's killing up our generations. We scared to walk the earth. So God sent for the snake and told him, Snake, when I give you that poison, I didn't mean for you to be hitting and killing everything that shake the bush. I give you that poison and told you to protect yourself when they tramples on you. But you're killing everything that moves. I didn't mean for you to do that. The snake said, Lord, you know I'm down here in the dust. I ain't got no claws to fight with, and I ain't got no feet to get me out the way. All I can see is feet coming to trample me. I can't tell who my enemy is and who's my friend. You give me this protection in my mouth, and I uses it. God thought it over for a while. Then he says, Well, Snake, I don't want your generations all stomped out, and I don't want you killing everything else that moves. Here, take this bell and tie it to your tail. When you hear feet coming, you ring your bell. And if it's your friend, he'll be careful. If it's your enemy, it's you and him. So that's how the snake got his poison. And that's how come he got rattles. Bitty said, Bitty bitty bin, my story is end. Turn loose the rooster and hold the hen. So I hope you enjoy those two folk tales out of Mules Men by Zora Neale Hurston. Bitty bitty bin, my story is end. Peace and love.